One of the challenges of the CFOs today is really helping to grow the top line. Historically, CFOs have been focused on internally just reporting what happened historically. So helping forward-looking, getting information to grow the business in the future, and helping be a partner to the business to drive profitable growth in various customer and business segments. The Chief Financial Officer has a unique perspective of covering the entire organization, and they need to roll up the results of the business performance at least every quarter, if not more frequently, and report that to the shareholders or the owners. So being able to use information and really be the owner of the one single version of the truth about business performance puts the Chief Financial Officer in a terrific position to help drive the strategic imperatives of the corporation. One of the biggest challenges in today's environment is marrying risk management with performance management. We're helping one financial institution put together better insight about risk-adjusted forecasts in their business and where the risky parts are and where the high-performing parts are and how they can balance risk and performance going forward. Well, IBM is the one place where you can get not only information management technology and software, but really the end-to-end business solution that involves industry insight, consulting services, and delivery capability. So it's the full stack from strategy through implementation and technology and infrastructure to drive better business performance. Client executives are very interested in getting almost instantaneous access to information. In our recent CFO study, we found that those executives who have quick access to information are far more confident in the validity of the information and therefore are able to make bold moves to drive the business faster and more efficiently.
So one of the biggest challenges is actually how do you deal with all this new data that's coming into them every single day. They have mountains of data. They're trying to sort through it. They have new information coming as healthcare as we know it is becoming more and more digital every day. There's new science that's coming into play, things like genomics and proteomics. So the point is they have so much new data. They have to kind of sift through it and figure out what's really important or what's not to help drive the decisions that they're making every day. It's very challenging for them. All right, so one of the biggest challenges in the pharmaceutical industry today is how to deal with all the regulatory compliance issues and making sure that their operation overall is compliant. One of the areas that we've been working on with the new Cognos acquisition is around what we call state spend and helping our clients actually work through all of their promotions, thinking through where they're spending money, how they're spending it for the regulatory requirements. And it's not just making that information to a select group of people within a organization, but it's that more people have access to that so that every day as they're making these decisions, they're more informed. Well, it actually allows them to change their thinking from doing these sorts of activities for compliance issues and instead to use it as a tool, if you will, for insight, right? So they can, by analyzing the data, by really understanding what it's suggesting, it allows them to take a process, if you will, a business process that they have to do anyways, turn it into a competitive advantage because they know they can pull new insight out of it. That's what we can do now with the Cognos acquisition. Well, so first of all, Cognos is already deeply entrenched in healthcare and life sciences. Many of our clients have a long history already with them. I think the reason that our clients should care is that we now have the opportunity to bring the capabilities of Cognos together with the services that we have across the organization to really address a real business issue. And that business issue, again, is how do you deal with the mountains of data that are available? It's an overflux. It's almost that data today in the industry is becoming counterproductive because there's too much of it. So the ability now with the Cognos acquisition, our services, the acumen that we have around business process really allows us to present to our clients a much more compelling total solution to address a real need. So clients really get this whole story, right? The challenge is how do they better empower the rest of the organization, their entire organization, to take advantage of this new insight that can be gained from the types of solutions that we're talking about now as we marry the capabilities of Cognos, our global business services, and other sorts of offerings that we can bring to market. They get this. It's a very simple story for them.